Hello, I'm Henry Emery and I'm here at the Multi-Pilot Training Centre at Oxford Aviation Academy's base at London Oxford Airport in the United Kingdom. This is where we conduct our aviation English language training and testing services for ab initio and professional pilots, air traffic controllers, cabin crew and maintenance engineers. The ICAO language proficiency requirements were introduced in 2003 and were set as a safety standard for radio telephony communications for pilots operating on international flights and air traffic controllers managing international air traffic. However, with just over 7 months to go until full implementation next year, in March 5th, 2011, there is still a long way to go, with many pilots and air traffic controllers yet to meet the minimum level of ICAO Level 4 in speaking and listening.
Hello, I'm Andy Roberts. Now, there's 3 basic elements that people in training, whether they're pilots or air traffic controllers, need to be thinking about. Obviously, there's the training itself in order to get people up to level 4 and beyond. There's the testing, and then once people have actually obtained that level, then there's making sure that they either maintain or increase that level. So from the point of view of training, we have Aviation English, the course book that comes complete with the CD-ROM and the audio CDs. This is being used throughout the world now and is, I think, probably the world's most popular courseware for people who are training in order to obtain ICAO Level 4. We have the training, but also people have to go and take a test somewhere. Now, the test needs to be a credible test. It needs to be one that's been approved by a local authority, and it needs to be one that follows the ICAO recommendations. We've developed our own test, the English Test of Aviation, in partnership with Oxford Aviation Academy. Like the training materials that we've produced, the test as well, we've thought that it's not enough to just have language input, we have to have input from the professionals as well. And that's what we've endeavoured to do with the English Test of Aviation, as we did with Aviation English, which was checked throughout by pilots and controllers from all over the world. Now, Check Your Aviation English, which is a new publication, is one that's going to be very, very useful for people if they're preparing for a test in order to get their level 4 rating. It doesn't matter what test it is. If you look at the basic requirements that are needed for the speaking and listening, there's certain fundamental skills that people are going to be assessed on. Now, Check Your Aviation English actually enables people to practice, to check whether they are at the right level or to prepare themselves for taking such a test. But of course, it's not only useful just from the point of view of preparation for a test, it's also useful once you get to level 4. It may be that you're not tested again for 2, 3 or 5 years, however long it may be. Now, we don't want those skills to go into decline. We need that level of English communication to keep up to the level that it is, or even improve. And for that reason, Check Your Aviation English can be very useful as a refresher self-study book, or it can be used in classes itself.